You are all set. Your scheduled stops are Motherwell and Carstairs, where you will be relieved by another driver. Here we are, welcome back to Train Sim 2020. I thought I'd do a video in a class 86 on the West Coast Mainline North, which I'm doing a scenario on one of the scenarios that came with the route. So that scenario is called Handover, which we take this class 86 from Glasgow to Motherwell, 15. I don't think I've done a video in the class 86 before. Right, where's the speedometer? Fix that one. So departing Glasgow Central, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour, and we have about 13 miles to Motherwell. Yeah, the thing about the class 86 is that it's really loud. Probably not as loud as the class 92. So the current time is 18:21 and it's summer and it's raining because it's the United Kingdom. Why wouldn't it rain all the time? Speed limit is now 20, so we can start accelerating to that. The thing about the class 86 is that it's very different from driving other trains, because you have this tap changer thing and you have to build up power on that ammeter. So this is Eglinton Street Junction, where the line goes towards Crossmyloof and then Kilmarnock to the right. Straight on is Polmedy and Whifflet. I'm probably pronouncing all these names wrong, aren't I? Speed limit is 25. Soon going up to 30. Got lots more power. I'm also using the default sound because I don't have the AP sound pack for the class 86. That's what B does. I think that's a Garbler. Coming up shortly is Polmedy Depot, which currently Vanity West Coast store their Pedalinos and Voyages, and the Cadonian Sleeper stores its Mark II, 3 and 5 coaches. I'm also speeding. Speed limit is now at 75. And we'll be shortly going up to 80 as we approach Cambuslang. Cambuslang. I hope that's the right way of pronouncing it. And then after Cambuslang we have Newton. HST from retrieving from London to Glasgow. Don't know why it's from the HST, it just is. Yeah, the thing with the ammeter is that you don't want to have the two white lines going to the yellow, or even worse, the red. This is Pomedy Depot. So that was a double yellow aspect, which means we need to stop at the next signal. That's green. Cool. The line going off to the right is the curve from Rutherglen and Glasgow Central low level. And the line now joining us is from Rutherglen and Glasgow Central low level. Speed limit will shall be going up to 80 miles per hour. Line to the left now diverges off to Whifflet via Mount Vernon, I think. Or is it Carmel? I think it's the second one. It begins with C. Speed limit is now 80 miles per hour, and I've come over already there. Oops. Yeah, I'm not being a very good driver, am I? I think in real life I have been down this route from Edinburgh to Glasgow via Carstairs on the Voyager. This is Cambuslang station. The next station will be Newton, not to be confused with Newton Llewellyn. We're now approaching a neutral section, which means I have to back off the power. Sorry. We're now approaching Newton Station. Yeah, I don't think I've driven a Class 86 in train sim for ages, and somehow I still remember how to drive them. Maybe the next video should be in a Class 92. I haven't driven a 92 yet. Maybe in South London for a change on the third rail, because 92s mostly use overhead wires on the West Coast Main Line. Speed limit's 90. Cool. The next station will be Uddingston, where the line straight on goes to Bells Hill. and Edinburgh. Line going right, which we're going to take, goes to Motherwell. We're now approaching Untitled Station. So yeah, we're in the Intercity Class 86. I think it's one of the earlier liveries. I think it's the second one because I think the first livery the 86s were in was BR Blue, then Intercity, and then Prioritisation came around, and then you got like a bunch of different liveries from that. So we have an 86, Mark III coaches, and that's it. What's in my throat? It's very blocked up. I'm not sure what the maximum speed of this train is. It's either 100 or 110. So we will be shortly arriving into Motherwell. We've got about 3 miles left. And there's no passenger view, which is very, very disappointing. So by the time this video goes out, it will be Thursday, the something of December. Because the current date of recording is Saturday, because I really have nothing better to do other than my advanced programming coursework, but I'm taking a break from that because it's been a long ass term since the end of September. So I have way more time to record videos now. So we are now approaching Motherwell Station, where the speed limit dropped to 80. And our speed should drop to 0, so we can actually stop. Let's just see from Carstairs to Glasgow. Ah yes, the default HST sounds. So I'll put the brakes on to 68 on the brake gauge so we can slow down for Motherwell in time. What's it with all these HSTs around here? Carlisle to Glasgow. Why, did you trade a castle from Plymouth or something? So at Motherwell we're coming into platform 1, which is the up main platform. And I'm aiming to stop right at the end of the platform. I think here should be good enough. and arrival at Motherwell. Well, looks like the passengers have boarded. No message prompt, that's a bit sad. So reverse to forward, release the brake, and apply power on the tap changer. So departing Motherwell, the speed limit is 18 miles per hour, and we have about 15 to 16 miles to Carstairs. Speed limit is now going back up to 90 miles per hour. So because it is December, which means Christmas is literally right around the metaphorical corner, yeah, I kind of already bought everything that I want for Christmas with my own money from my student loan, so... I mean, the games that I bought this year are Super Mario Maker 2, Luigi's Mansion 3, Transport Fever 2, what else have I bought? That's it. And then next year you've got Kerbal Space Program 2. Yeah, I'm not sure if my PC is up to Transport Fever 2. I mean, Kerbal Space Program 2. Because technology does change at a very rapid rate. Because I think every year the average increase in speed of a CPU is like more than twice what it was last year. And my PC is nearly 3 years old. I mean, it can't even run Transport Fever 2 with OBS without it looking like a slideshow. They might get like some new hardware components for Christmas. Like a new CPU, no, like a better CPU and a better graphics card. Instead of actually replacing the entire machine, because that will be way too expensive. The question is how I'm going to pay for it, because I make no money on YouTube and my student loan barely covers what I need to buy. So I think people have to put up with the fact that my videos look like crap. So kind of like my coursework at uni. Except it kind of makes sense why my coursework looks bad, because I'm not a graphics designer. I just implement stuff. I don't design anything. It's just functionality is what matters. So the station we just passed through is Shieldmuir, and the depot thing on the right is Shieldmuir Royal Mail Terminal. Speed limit going down to 90 and then 70 as we approach Law Junction, where the line from Holy Town joins, and Wishaw. Now approaching a neutral section. And I should consider slowing down to 70 miles an hour. Even though I think the gradient is kind of doing that for me. Maybe I should do more videos in the class 86, because I kind of like driving these. But where? I mean, I have a scenario on the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley, from Stafford to Daventry, in a class 86. speed limit will further decrease to 60 miles an hour as we approach the curve. There's a 47 coming with some parcels to somewhere, probably Palmedy. And I think I saw another 47 in Palmedy, so. Ah yes, the default flange sounds, where you go around a corner too quickly. Speed limit is now 70, going to 80, then 90, then 95. This is Law Junction. So the next video of trains will be the next Tuesday after this one, because of consistency. I have made a scenario where I drive a class 802 from Durham to Newcastle in a Transpennine class 802 with a blank one. I don't know what to do after that. If you have an idea for a video, just leave it in the comments, and I'll see if I have the route and the train. Speed limits are going up to 95 miles an hour. So we're barely doing 85, so we should be there eventually. I've completely forgotten the name of the station, the next one. I'll probably put it in text on the screen during editing. Okay, oh yeah, Calluke. So we shouldn't be that far off from Carstairs. So the next point of interest will be Lanark Junction, where the branch line to Lanark branches off. Branches. There's another HST from London to Glasgow. I mean, if you want to run a train from London to Glasgow, you use an 86 during this point in time. Well, obviously today you'd use a Pedalino. Smile, what are you yelling at? She just opened the door with a face. So I recently read that Avanti is looking to order more Hitachi IETs for the West Coast Main Line that don't even tilt. Like, the whole point of having the Pendolino was that it can tilt around corners. But if you don't have a train that doesn't even tilt, what's the point in having the tilting anyway on the Pendolinos? They just travel even slower anyway. Like, I don't think on the West Coast Main Line you can travel up to 125 if your train can tilt. So I think the new IETs will make journey times longer. I mean, I don't know how long Avanti are going to keep their Pedalinos. I mean, they're getting to be about 20 years old. Because they first entered service in 2002, 2003. I mean, they're nearly 20 years old. You mean the current year is 2019, or the very end of 2019. Speed limit is now 100, and we seem to be capped at 94.1 miles an hour. Maybe we should do like a passing shot. So we have Carstairs coming up in about 3.5 miles, so we should be there in the next 2 minutes. 3. This is Lanark Junction, where the line to Lanark branches off to the right. And we carry on straight ahead towards Carstairs, Edinburgh, Carlisle, London, the south of the UK, pretty much, from here. Yeah, I just start slowing down. Yeah, I do prefer making my own scenarios compared to using the default ones, because if I make my own scenarios, it's much more realistic because I followed an actual timetable. Where I just use the default ones, oh, it's false. If you just use the default ones, you don't get as much variety and realism. But it does save me quite a lot of time making a scenario. Yeah, I think about cats, they can't figure out when they're in one room and then they're in another room. Because 1 minute they're in one room, the next minute they're in the other, and then they're back in the other room. And then they just end up going in all the different rooms. It's like, oh, I like this room, I like another room, I like this room, I like the different room. And then about 5 minutes later, they just sit down on the windowsill looking out the window and nothing. So this is Carstairs Station, where this scenario ends, and also the video ends. I hope you like me taking this Class 86 southbound on the West Coast Main Line North. I don't know what you think of the 86s. I like them. They're very old. I think they're like 50 years old nearly, because they were built in the 60s. The 1960s. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, if I actually stop on the platform. So arrival at Carstairs.